Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, a famous police officer has been murdered, that being Lieutenant Beaglar, and so Sergeant Squidley has been tasked with solving this murder. Along the way, he picked up his son, because he was supposed to be spending today with his son, and now his son is on the adventure with him. That's basically the gist of it. Now, I asked what my next task should be at the end of the last episode, and I was told, go to the ganglands and investigate the crime scene. Before that, though, I'm going to go ahead and head back into Police HQ, because there are some spots in here that I am curious about. I wound up leaving this place before looking at these sections because I needed to end the episode. Now let's do it. Let's go to the bullpen, see what this is. You stand in the bullpen. A sea of dark blue cubicles stretches out before you. Officer Gorb stands timidly by the door. Let's talk to Officer Gorb. Good day, Sergeant Squidley, sir. Okay, what are you doing back here? Up to much outside work? About Dex Beaglar. I'm gonna choose the first question because I am wondering why it is a question. What are you doing hiding back here? Don't you normally work reception? Sorry, sir. I know it's unprofessional, but did you see that reporter, Pibby Freeb, out there? Yes, we have talked to them. She's a real shark. I'm hiding out back here so she can't corner me. Thanks for the warning. You know what? Let's go to full conversation. We have time, I think. Up to much outside work? So, are you up to much outside work? Not much, sir. I like to head down to the Gigantoplex now and then to catch a movie. They've got a marathon of Mars Man movies on this week. I'm trying to see all of them. I am pretty sure that is another possible quest we could do. Sounds fun. Maybe I should try that. You should. It's right on Central Street, downtown. Not too far from here. And Officer Gorb is now available to date on Flinter. Well, I might as well bring this up. So, not only is this a kind of choose-your-own-adventure sort of game, text adventure, visual novel, sorta, but it's also a dating sim. This game is a jack of all trades. You've just unlocked a potential date on Flinter, the online dating app. Be careful, if you annoy them, then they may still choose to block you. Or maybe, if you annoy them then, they may still choose to block you. One of those ways of reading that is the correct way. Flinter can be accessed from Squidley's computer at his desk in the bullpen of Police HQ. Alright, about Dex Beaglar. That would be the lieutenant who was murdered. If we could talk about Dex Beaglar for a bit. I don't know if I necessarily need to ask these questions. We know where the body was found. We don't know the prime suspects, though. We do know where Beaglar lived. So let's ask about the prime suspects. So, who do we think did this? Lieutenant Beagler certainly made a few enemies in his career. All sorts of criminals would be glad he's gone. But it's not my place to speculate. The chief can probably give you more info. Well then, let's just move on. Might as well check out Squidley's desk real quick. You stand before Squidley's desk. It is a disorganized space, partially coated in week-old strawberry yogurt. What is with you, Squidley, and the waste of dairy products? A malnourished cactus stands watch. Wow. You know you're doing something wrong when a cactus is malnourished. Alright, use a computer real quick. Time to surf the information superhighway. Well, this is certainly an old Windows-looking thing. So the news. Dex Beagler murdered. Infinite energy coming soon? That would be kind of nice. So the murder. The city is in shock today after the body discovered in the ganglands last night was confirmed to be that of decorated police officer Dex Beagler. Beagler rose to prominence 10 years ago when he headed an undercover operation to expose an alleged crime syndicate headed by Big Mama Zod. After Zod's very public arrest, the city went through a period of Beagler mania, with a lieutenant becoming a poster child for the police force. It would be kind of nice if police forces had people to look up to like that nowadays. Kind of like Andy Griffith. Unfortunately, celebrations were short-lived as Zod was later acquitted on a legal technicality. I imagine we're going to be meeting Zod at some point during this adventure. Lieutenant Beagler is survived by his wife Doreen and his son Dex Jr. Alright, what's this about infinite energy? And is it relevant to the main plot? Not necessarily. Infinite energy sources were long thought to be a scientific impossibility, but that is not necessarily so, says Dr. Rena Speckle. The respected scientist has been working round the clock at Moontropolis Research Lab to bring her black hole generator online. Oh gosh, it's the Hadron Collider all over again. When operational, this machine promises to provide enough electricity to power the city of Moontropolis several times over. And Dr. Speckle doesn't even plan to charge for the privilege. That's actually pretty nice. Makes me wonder how much this research cost. Free energy should be the right of all citizens, she said in a letter to the press, and soon we will have enough for everyone. From household devices to hospital equipment, every machine in the city will run for free. It will be the end of Vortex Inc.'s electricity monopoly. Final tests on Dr. Speckle's generator will take place this Thursday at the Moontropolis Research Laboratory. We'll check mail real quick. Well, I can't go to the menu on the left. We'll just go through this. Milton this week. That would be Sergeant Squidley's son. To Sergeant Squidley from Mona Milton this week. Hi Squidley, I was wondering if, since you are on sabbatical this week, you can take the time to reconnect with Milton. Oh, he was supposed to have the entire week off. He has been asking about you a lot since the divorce, and I think some time together would do you both some good. I can have him ready for collection at my house each morning at 8 if that suits. okay, this is going to be a daily thing as well. Yours, Mona. Well, nice to know that they are on friendly terms. And the response. Okay, this is Squidley's response. Of course, no problem. I'd love to. See you on a Monday. Okay, business proposal. To Sergeant Squidley from Highness Chlorback III. Business proposal. Hello, kind Squidley. I am His Highness... Oh, gosh, I know what this is. I am His Highness Chlorback III, the deposed Emperor of Titan. I have heard you are a good man. I approach you with a business proposal. When I was forced to flee my palace, I hid a large sum in Bank of Titan in a secret account. To access this sum of... I don't know what the currency is. I require the assistance of a kind and trustworthy assistant. I believe you meet this description. If you are agreeable to help me, I can promise you a commission fee of 40% of the total amount paid to you in cash on my arrival. All that I require to confirm your assistance is an advance investment deposit of 150 currency sent by online money transfer. Wouldn't you know it, we have that exact amount on hand. With this cash, I may pay the processing fee of the bank and retrieve the money. I look forward to working on this fortunate venture. Your loyal servant, Chlorback III Highness. That poor man. Maybe I could help him out. This is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it. Because I sure as heck am not gonna do this in real life. And who knows, maybe the pretend version is legit. Dear Chlorback, sorry to hear about you being deposed. I would, of course, love to be your business partner. Looking forward to seeing you soon and splitting the cash. Your friend, Squidley. I don't know that I'm gonna attempt a dating service on this run. Besides anything, that's gonna use up a lot of time. Tutorial. It looks like you're out of money. Not to worry, you can always earn some more. Each morning at 7 a.m., you will receive a small amount of cash via Universal Basic Income. If you own a musical instrument, you can busk for tips in the Uptown Square. Boy, we're learning about all sorts of things we can do. You will earn greater profits when busking at busy times. You can also take a loan out from the bank. Just remember, the bank is closed on weekends. There are other, more creative ways to earn a living in this city. Be sure to explore thoroughly to find them. I noticed, by the way, that I couldn't look at the time while I was on the computer. How ironic. Check drawers. I probably want that. Phew! I mean, of course. My badge. Exactly where I knew it was. Let's take a look at the posters. Ah, traffic fines. The bread and butter of my working day. Wait, what's that? Oh my goodness, Milton actually spoke. Your baby picture? I think it's cute. I can't believe you have it up for everyone to see. You're so embarrassing, Dad. Looks kind of like a frog. Okay, let's do some investigating at Dex Beagler's desk. This is Dex Beagler's desk. He was the most famous cop in the city, and it shows. Awards and clippings of his exploits decorate the cubicle wall. Alright, let's use his computer. Dex Beagler's computer. But it's locked. Uh-huh. So try to hack it. This is where handiness comes into play. And I put handiness down low. Apparently handiness would actually be pretty useful for solving this case, possibly. We'll have to do some investigation to find the password instead. Let's check his drawers. This drawer is locked. I'll need to find the key. Unless... Okay, we have average strength, so maybe we can do this. The action you have chosen requires a skill check. These are used to determine if you succeed or fail at a difficult task. Sometimes they may also be used to see if you earn an extra reward on top of your action. Each check relates to one of your 3 skills: strength, investigation, and handiness. If your skill is greater than or equal to the target value of the check, your action is a success. If a skill check is green, the target number will be low, typically 1 to 3. If a skill check is orange, the target number will be in the middle, typically 3 to 5. If a skill check is red, the target number will be high, typically 4 to 6. You won't see exactly what the number is until you make the check. Now you have the basics, let's make that skill check. Well, I know that hacking it was red, so it's a good thing I didn't try that. Bummer. Ouch! This thing is tough. Well, can I do that again? It takes time to attempt it, but there's a 1 in 3 chance we'll get this right. Or is it going to be 4 every time? I'm willing to spend 5 more minutes trying this again. Okay, it is random. Okay, 1 more attempt. So, I need to find his password, and I need to find a key. Let's examine the award. Detective of the Year. Dex won this back in the day when he busted Big Mama Zod. Big Mama who? You're too young to remember. 10 years ago, she was the most wanted criminal in town. But she was very careful. We couldn't pin anything on her. Except Dex. He infiltrated her crime syndicate and caught her red-handed. He practically became a celebrity. Awards, a promotion, TV appearances. They even put him on recruitment posters. Of course, then Zod managed to slip out of it at trial. I hear she runs a nightclub now in the ganglands. You don't say. Okay, well, it's looking like we might actually spend the entire episode here at the police station before I can get around to going to the ganglands as promised. But it looks like it's a good thing I came here first. All history now. Examine photo. It's a photo of Dex Beagler with his family. That's his wife Doreen and his son Dex Jr. I remember when I had a happy family like that. I wonder if it'll be possible to get them undivorced. As an aside, we're definitely not going to a movie theater today since we spent all our money. An old coffee cup. It's empty. But what's this? Squidley received a cafe card. It's a loyalty card for the Krusty Donut Cafe downtown. It seems Dex was a regular customer. Go figure. A cop would be a regular at a donut cafe. Though, I don't blame him. Donuts are awesome. I used to make donuts. It was the best job I ever had. Maybe there'll be evidence there. Or maybe I can claim his free 10th cup of coffee. Let's go ahead and get out of here now. There's definitely a lot to this police station. And given that it's only a little after 12, this might not actually be a short playthrough, even on a single run. Makes me wonder how I'm going to handle extra runs. Well, I'll probably just play it by ear. In the meantime, let's exit to the city and, I guess save. Although the game autosaves, so I don't need to save. But it is useful to have a backup file. Just in case. Just real quick, let's see what these other menus are like. Items. Oh gosh. Okay. This is gonna be a meaty adventure. We might actually be at this a while. I'm glad that I found that badge. Search warrant for the Beagler family residence. If I can help it, I'm not going to force my way in. Family's probably been through a lot. Let's view met people real quick. There are a lot of characters to meet as well. A lot of strangers, I should say. But definitely helpful to have this list of characters here, because I'm going to have a little trouble remembering them all for myself. Although the fact that I can only access this menu while on the world map, I'm probably going to stick with making a list in my notes to the side. I wonder if I'll be able to add any extra information on some of these characters. Squidley, you, loves traffic codes. Oh, so that's what his uniform is supposed to look like. And now we know. And knowing is going to be the end of this episode. Ooh, boy, I'm tempted to go back into the police station to explore some more next time. Or maybe I should just go ahead and head to the game lands as promised. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do that.